Pay attention. A woman in love will always say this. We often navigate the complex landscape of human connection, searching for clear signs, tangible indicators of interest and affection. In the realm of romance, this quest intensifies, particularly when trying to understand the often subtle cues a woman might offer as she develops feelings for someone. While popular advice often focuses on body language, texting patterns, or initiative in making plans, a crucial element often overlooked is the power of her words. A woman's words, carefully chosen and often delivered with a veil of indirectness, can reveal her burgeoning emotions long before her actions fully betray her heart. This essay will delve into the subtle art of deciphering these verbal cues, exploring 7 key phrases a woman might utter when she's developing genuine feelings for you. Understanding these signals, combined with astute observation of her actions, can provide invaluable insight into the blossoming of a potential romance and help you navigate the delicate dance of connection with greater confidence and understanding. This isn't about playing games or manipulating emotions. It's about becoming more attuned to the nuances of human communication and fostering deeper, more meaningful relationships built on genuine understanding. We'll explore the psychological underpinnings of these phrases, offering a framework for interpreting them within the broader context of her behavior and the evolving dynamics of your interaction. This is about more than just decoding words. It's about understanding the emotions, vulnerabilities, and hopes they represent. The art of indirect expression, why women choose subtlety. Before diving into the specific phrases, it's essential to understand the underlying reasons why women often express their feelings indirectly. Social conditioning plays a significant role, shaping expectations around gender roles and romantic pursuits. Traditionally, women have been taught to be less assertive in expressing their desires, often encouraged to wait for the man to initiate and lead the courtship. This can lead to a hesitancy to express feelings directly, fearing rejection or being perceived as too forward. Furthermore, women are often more attuned to social dynamics and potential risks in romantic relationships. They may be more cautious about revealing their feelings prematurely, wanting to assess the man's character, intentions, and level of emotional maturity before making themselves vulnerable. This caution stems from a deeply ingrained need for emotional safety and protection, a natural instinct to safeguard their hearts from potential pain. The concept of testing the waters is also crucial. By offering subtle hints and coded messages, a woman can gauge the man's interest and receptivity without fully committing to expressing her feelings outright. This allows her to maintain a degree of control and provides an escape route if the response isn't favorable. If her subtle overtures are met with enthusiasm and reciprocation, she feels safer and more confident in expressing her feelings more openly. Conversely, if her hints are ignored or met with disinterest, she can gracefully retreat without experiencing the full sting of rejection. This indirectness isn't about being manipulative or deceitful. It's a natural expression of caution, social conditioning, and a desire to protect oneself in the often uncertain landscape of romantic connection. Understanding this underlying dynamic is key to interpreting the subtle cues women offer and responding in a way that fosters trust, understanding, and mutual respect. It is a skill that requires patience, empathy, and a willingness to look beyond the surface level of communication. It is about actively listening, not just to the words being spoken, but to the unspoken emotions and intentions that lie beneath. Sign 1. I've never told anyone this before. The unveiling of vulnerability. This phrase, seemingly simple on the surface, carries immense weight. It's a potent indicator of trust and a significant step towards emotional intimacy. As the transcript notes, a woman's willingness to open up and share deeply personal information is a privilege, not a right. She doesn't reveal her insecurities, childhood stories, personal struggles, or hidden fears to just anyone. These are carefully guarded aspects of her inner world, shared only with those she deems worthy of her vulnerability. When a woman prefaces a statement with, "I don't usually talk about this," or "I've never told anyone this before." She's sending a clear message. You are different. You have earned a level of trust that sets you apart from others in her life. She is consciously choosing to lower her defenses and allow you access to a part of herself that she typically keeps hidden. The psychological significance of this act lies in the inherent risk involved. By sharing something deeply personal, she is making herself vulnerable to judgment, criticism, or even rejection. She is essentially entrusting you with a piece of her heart, hoping that you will handle it with care and respect. This act of vulnerability is a powerful catalyst for deepening emotional connection. It signals a shift from surface-level attraction to something more profound, a connection built on trust, empathy, and mutual understanding. As the transcript aptly puts it, before feelings turn into full-blown love, they start as a gradual unraveling of emotional walls. The moment she starts letting you into her inner world, she's moving from casual interest to something deeper. However, this moment of vulnerability requires a specific and sensitive response. As the transcript highlights, many men make the mistake of minimizing the significance of her disclosure, attempting to solve her problems, or changing the subject altogether. These responses can be incredibly damaging, undermining the trust she has placed in you and potentially shutting down further emotional sharing. Responding with empathy, creating emotional safety. The key is to listen fully and validate her emotions. You don't need to offer solutions or advice. Simply create a safe space for her to express herself without fear of judgment. A simple, heartfelt response like, "I really appreciate you trusting me with that," or "That must have been really difficult for you," can make her feel heard, understood, and emotionally safe. Active listening is paramount. Pay attention not only to the words she is saying, but also to her body language, tone of voice, and the emotion she is conveying. Maintain eye contact. Nod your head to show you are engaged, and offer verbal affirmations like, "I understand," or "That makes sense." Empathy is also crucial. Try to put yourself in her shoes and imagine what it must be like to experience the situation she is describing. This will help you respond with genuine compassion and understanding. Avoid the temptation to interrupt or offer unsolicited advice. Let her finish speaking before you respond, and focus on validating her feelings rather than trying to fix her problems. By creating a safe and supportive environment, you're demonstrating that you are worthy of her trust and that you are capable of handling her vulnerability with care and respect. This will strengthen your emotional connection and pave the way for deeper intimacy. Beyond the words, recognizing the context. It's also important to consider the context in which she shares this personal information. Is she sharing it spontaneously, or is it in response to a specific question or situation? Is she comfortable and relaxed, or is she nervous and hesitant? The context can provide valuable clues about her intentions and the depth of her feelings. For example, if she shares something deeply personal during a quiet, intimate moment, it's likely a more significant gesture than if she shares it casually during a group conversation. Pay attention to her body language as well. Is she making eye contact, or is she looking away? Is she smiling, or is she frowning? Her body language can provide additional clues about her emotional state and the sincerity of her disclosure. Ultimately, understanding the context in which she shares this personal information will help you respond in a way that is appropriate and supportive, further strengthening your emotional connection. Expanding on personal stories, the importance of reciprocity. While it's crucial to listen and validate when she shares something personal, remember that reciprocity is also essential for building a balanced and healthy relationship. Once she's finished sharing and feels heard, consider offering a personal story of your own, perhaps one that mirrors the vulnerability she has shown. This doesn't mean you need to reveal your deepest, darkest secrets immediately. Start with something relatively small and gradually increase the level of vulnerability as you become more comfortable. Sharing your own personal stories demonstrates that you are also willing to be vulnerable and that you trust her with your own inner thoughts and feelings. This creates a sense of equality and reciprocity in the relationship, fostering a deeper sense of connection and mutual understanding. However, Be mindful of the timing and the context. Don't try to one-up her story or shift the focus entirely onto yourself. The goal is to create a shared space of vulnerability and connection, not to compete or dominate the conversation. By reciprocating her vulnerability with your own, you're demonstrating that you are not just a passive recipient of her emotions, but an active participant in the process of building a deeper, more meaningful connection. The potential pitfalls. What to avoid. Beyond the responses already mentioned, there are other pitfalls to avoid when a woman shares something deeply personal. One common mistake is to offer unsolicited advice or attempt to fix her problems. While your intentions may be good, offering advice can often come across as dismissive or condescending, implying that you don't think she's capable of handling her own problems. Another mistake is to judge or criticize her for her feelings or experiences. This can be incredibly hurtful and damaging, undermining the trust she has placed in you and making her feel ashamed or embarrassed. Avoid comparing her experiences to your own or to those of others. Everyone experiences emotions differently, and comparing her experiences to those of others can minimize her feelings and make her feel like she is not being heard. Finally, avoid sharing her personal information with others without her permission. This is a breach of trust that can irreparably damage your relationship. By avoiding these pitfalls, you can create a safe and supportive environment for her to share her feelings and experiences, strengthening your emotional connection and building a foundation of trust and mutual respect. I've never told anyone this before as a turning point. Ultimately, hearing, "I've never told anyone this before," is a pivotal moment in a developing relationship. It signifies a significant shift towards greater intimacy and trust. It's an invitation to connect on a deeper level, to understand her vulnerabilities, and to offer her the emotional safety she needs to feel truly seen and accepted. Responding with empathy, understanding, and reciprocity can solidify this connection and pave the way for a more meaningful and lasting relationship. Ignoring or mishandling this moment, however, can lead to a missed opportunity and potentially damage the budding trust between you. Sign 2. I feel so comfortable around you. Decoding the nuances of comfort. At first glance, this phrase might seem like a harmless, even generic compliment. It could easily be dismissed as a polite expression of appreciation, devoid of any deeper romantic significance. However, as the transcript astutely points out, when a woman says this in a specific way, it carries a much deeper meaning than most men realize. Understanding the nuances of this statement is crucial to deciphering her true feelings. The key lies in recognizing that there are two distinct types of comfort a woman can feel around a man: romantic comfort and platonic comfort. Romantic comfort is characterized by a feeling of safety combined with intrigue, excitement, and attraction. Platonic comfort, on the other hand, is a feeling of safety without the spark of romantic interest. It's the kind of comfort you might feel around a close friend or family member. The challenge is to determine which type of comfort she is expressing when she says, "I feel so comfortable around you." The answer lies in observing her body language, the context of the conversation, and the overall dynamic of your interaction. Body language, the silent language of attraction. Body language is a powerful indicator of her true feelings. If she says she feels comfortable while maintaining strong eye contact, smiling, and playfully touching you, it's a clear sign she's developing romantic feelings. These are all nonverbal cues that suggest she is attracted to you and enjoys being in your presence. Conversely, if she says it with a neutral expression during a deep conversation where she confides in you about personal struggles, she might be placing you in the safe guy category. In this case, the comfort she feels is likely platonic, based on trust and emotional support rather than romantic attraction. The context, unveiling the underlying emotions. The context of the conversation can also provide valuable clues. Is she saying this after a fun, flirty interaction, or is it during a serious discussion about her problems? Is she initiating physical contact, or is she maintaining a polite distance? If she says she feels comfortable after a playful exchange of jokes and teases, it's likely that she is expressing romantic comfort. The lighthearted atmosphere and the playful banter suggest that she enjoys your company and is attracted to your sense of humor. On the other hand, if she says it during a vulnerable moment when she is sharing her fears and insecurities, it's more likely that she's expressing platonic comfort. In this case, she appreciates your ability to listen without judgment and provide emotional support. The overall dynamic. Assessing the bigger picture. Consider the overall dynamic of your interaction. Are you consistently engaging in flirty banter, or are your conversations primarily focused on practical matters and emotional support? Does she seem genuinely excited to see you, or does she treat you more like a reliable friend? If your interactions are consistently characterized by flirty banter, playful teasing, and genuine excitement, it's a strong indication that she is developing romantic feelings. The comfort she feels is likely rooted in attraction and a desire for something more than friendship. However, if your interactions are primarily focused on practical matters and emotional support, it's more likely that she sees you as a reliable friend. The comfort she feels is likely based on trust and a shared understanding, but may not necessarily indicate romantic interest. The pitfalls of platonic comfort. Avoiding the friend zone. One of the biggest mistakes men make is thinking that making a woman feel comfortable is enough to create attraction. While comfort is certainly important, it is not sufficient on its own. Comfort without intrigue, excitement, or challenge can quickly lead to being seen as just a friend. To avoid the dreaded friend zone, it's important to create a balance between comfort and challenge. While you want her to feel safe and comfortable around you, you also want to keep her intrigued and excited. This can be achieved by engaging in playful teasing, challenging her perspectives, and demonstrating a sense of confidence and independence. Balancing comfort and challenge. Igniting the spark. Playful teasing can be a great way to add a spark of excitement to your interactions. Tease her gently about her quirks, her interests, or her sense of humor. The key is to be playful and lighthearted, avoiding anything that could be perceived as mean-spirited or offensive. Challenging her perspectives can also be a good way to keep her engaged. Don't be afraid to disagree with her respectfully and offer alternative viewpoints. This shows that you're not afraid to stand up for your beliefs and that you are capable of independent thought. Demonstrating a sense of confidence and independence is also crucial. Show her that you are comfortable in your own skin and that you don't need her validation to feel good about yourself. This can be achieved by pursuing your own interests, spending time with your friends, and maintaining a sense of purpose in your life. By balancing comfort with challenge, you can create a dynamic that is both safe and exciting, fostering attraction and avoiding the dreaded friend zone. The deeper meaning, safety and trust. Ultimately, the phrase, "I feel so comfortable around you," speaks to a fundamental human need, the need for safety and security. When a woman says this, she is acknowledging that you have created a space where she feels safe to be herself, to express her emotions, and to let her guard down. This is a powerful compliment, but it is also a responsibility. It means that you have earned her trust and that she is relying on you to continue providing that sense of safety and security. By understanding the nuances of comfort and responding in a way that balances safety with excitement, you can nurture a deeper connection and pave a way for a more fulfilling and lasting relationship. From comfort to connection, building on the foundation. Hearing, "I feel so comfortable around you," is an excellent starting point. It indicates that you've established a foundation of trust and safety. However, it's just the beginning. The next step is to build upon that foundation by fostering deeper emotional intimacy, shared experiences, and mutual growth. Continue to create opportunities for her to open up and share her thoughts and feelings. Be an active listener, offering empathy and support without judgment. Plan shared experiences that allow you to connect on a deeper level. These could include activities that challenge you both, expose you to new perspectives, or simply provide opportunities for meaningful conversation. Support her personal growth and encourage her to pursue her passions. Show her that you are invested in her well-being and that you want to see her succeed. By building on the foundation of comfort with these elements, you can transform a feeling of safety into a thriving and fulfilling relationship. Sign 3. Do you think about me? Seeking reassurance and emotional validation. This question, deceptively simple, reveals a depth of vulnerability and a desire for emotional connection. It's not a casual inquiry. It's a subtle probe into the recesses of your mind, a way for her to gauge how much space she occupies in your thoughts and feelings. As the transcript highlights, women don't ask this question to men they don't care about. If she weren't invested, why would she care if you think about her or not? The very act of asking this question signifies that she has already spent time thinking about you. She is essentially seeking reassurance that her thoughts and feelings are reciprocated. She wants to know that she is not just another person in your life, but someone who holds a special place in your heart. The psychological significance of this question lies in the inherent need for validation and connection. Humans are social creatures who crave belonging and acceptance. When a woman asks, "Do you think about me?" she is seeking validation that she is important to you and that you value her presence in your life. The pitfalls of oversharing and understating. However, responding to this question requires a delicate balance. Oversharing your thoughts and feelings can be just as detrimental as understating them. Revealing too much too soon can remove the mystery and excitement from the relationship, while giving a basic, generic answer can make her feel unimportant and unappreciated. As the transcript suggests, attraction is built on a delicate balance of certainty and uncertainty. If you reveal too much too soon, you remove the mystery that keeps her interested. Playful teasing and intrigue, a delicate dance. The key is to respond in a way that acknowledges her question without giving everything away. Playful teasing responses, as suggested in the transcript, can be incredibly effective. Examples like, maybe why? Have you been thinking about me? Or I try not to, but you keep showing up in my head are all excellent options. These responses achieve several things. They acknowledge her question. They show that you have heard her and that you are not ignoring her feelings. They maintain an element of mystery. They don't reveal the full extent of your thoughts, leaving her wanting more. They flip the script. They playfully turn the question back on her, forcing her to admit that she has been thinking about you too. They create intrigue. They add a spark of excitement to the interaction, keeping her engaged and interested, adding depth and personalization beyond the tease. While playful teasing is a great starting point, it's important to add depth to the conversation and personalize your response. Once you've playfully responded, use that moment to shift into something more personal, bringing up a specific memory or inside joke that you share. For example, you could say, I was actually thinking about that joke you made the other day. It randomly popped into my head, and I had to stop myself from laughing in public. Or, it's funny you asked because I was just remembering the way you reacted to that movie we watched. You have the most interesting expressions when you're into something. These responses demonstrate that you're not just giving a generic answer, but that you are genuinely thinking about her and the specific moments you have shared. This adds a layer of authenticity and intimacy to the interaction, further strengthening your connection. Variations on a theme. Recognizing the underlying desire. The question, "Do you think about me?" can take many forms. As the transcript notes, other variations include, "Do you ever miss me? I bet you don't even think about me when I'm not around." Or, "I was just wondering if you ever think about our conversation after we talk." All of these questions share the same underlying theme, a desire for confirmation that she's important to you and that you value her presence in your life. Recognizing this underlying desire is crucial to responding in a way that is both supportive and engaging. The importance of timing, seizing the opportunity. The timing of your response is also important. Don't wait too long to respond, or she may feel like you're ignoring her. Respond promptly and with genuine enthusiasm. Use this moment as an opportunity to escalate the conversation emotionally. Take the opportunity to express your feelings and to deepen your connection. This is a pivotal moment in the relationship, a chance to move from casual interest to genuine emotional investment. By responding thoughtfully and authentically, you can solidify your connection and pave the way for a more meaningful relationship. Beyond the question, recognizing the underlying need. Ultimately, the question, "Do you think about me?" is about more than just a simple confirmation of her presence in your thoughts. It's about a deeper need for validation, connection, and reassurance. It's about knowing that she is valued, appreciated, and loved. By recognizing this underlying need and responding in a way that is both supportive and engaging, you can create a stronger, more meaningful connection and build a relationship based on trust, respect, and mutual understanding. Turning the tables, expressing your own feelings. While responding to her question is important, it's also an opportunity to express your own feelings and to let her know that you are thinking about her too. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable and to share your own thoughts and emotions. This can be as simple as saying, "I was actually thinking about you earlier today," or "I really enjoy our conversations, and I always look forward to hearing from you." By expressing your own feelings, you're reciprocating her vulnerability and creating a sense of equality in the relationship. This will further strengthen your connection and pave the way for deeper intimacy. Sign 4. What would you do in my shoes? Seeking guidance and valuing your perspective. This question goes beyond seeking simple advice. It signifies that she values your perspective, your approach to life, and your ability to navigate challenges. She's not just asking for a solution to a problem. She's inviting you into her inner world, seeking your wisdom and guidance as a potential partner. As the transcript notes, when a woman starts asking for your perspective on her life choices, it's a sign that she values not just your opinion, but the way you approach life's challenges. The psychological significance of this question lies in a desire for compatibility and shared values. She is assessing whether your approach to life aligns with her own, whether you share similar values, and whether you would make a good partner in navigating life's challenges. Beyond the surface, understanding the deeper meaning. It's important to recognize that this question isn't just about seeking practical advice. It's about seeing how you react to her vulnerabilities, how well your emotional intelligence aligns with her own needs, and whether you are capable of providing the kind of support and guidance she is seeking in a partner. She is allowing herself to envision you as part of her world, as someone whose influence she trusts and whose judgment she respects. This is a subtle but pivotal moment in the relationship, a chance for you to demonstrate your value as a potential life partner. The art of providing guidance, balancing support and independence. When responding to this question, it's important to strike a balance between providing support and guidance and respecting her independence. Avoid taking over the situation or telling her what to do. Instead, focus on offering her different perspectives, asking insightful questions, and helping her explore her options. Start by actively listening to her explanation of the situation. Pay attention not only to the facts, but also to her emotions and concerns. Ask clarifying questions to ensure that you fully understand the situation. Once you have a clear understanding of the situation, offer her different perspectives and potential solutions. Don't be afraid to challenge her assumptions or to offer alternative viewpoints. Help her weigh the pros and cons of each option and consider the potential consequences of each decision. Encourage her to trust her own instincts and to make the decision that feels right for her. Demonstrating emotional intelligence, empathy, and understanding. When responding to this question, it's crucial to demonstrate emotional intelligence. Show empathy for her situation and acknowledge her feelings. Let her know that you understand what she is going through and that you are there to support her. Avoid judging her or criticizing her decisions. Instead, focus on offering her support and encouragement. Help her see the situation from a different perspective and encourage her to find a solution that works for her. Show her that you are capable of understanding her emotions and that you are willing to support her through difficult times. This will demonstrate that you are a valuable and supportive partner, someone she can rely on in times of need. Sharing your own experiences, building connection and trust. If appropriate, share your own experiences with similar situations. This can help her feel less alone and can provide her with valuable insights and perspectives. Be careful not to dominate the conversation or to make it all about yourself. The focus should remain on her and her situation. Share your experiences only to the extent that they are relevant and helpful to her. Sharing your own experiences can help build connection and trust, showing her that you are willing to be vulnerable and to share your own struggles and triumphs. This can strengthen your bond and make her feel more comfortable opening up to you in the future. The importance of respecting her decision, empowering her autonomy. Ultimately, it's important to respect her decision, even if you don't agree with it. She is the one who has to live with the consequences of her decision, so it's important that she feels empowered to make the choice that is right for her. Avoid pressuring her to make a certain decision or criticizing her if she chooses a different path. Instead, offer her your support and encouragement regardless of her decision. Show her that you respect her autonomy and that you trust her to make the best decision for herself. This will demonstrate that you are a supportive and respectful partner, someone who values her independence and her ability to make her own choices. Beyond advice, fostering growth and empowerment. Answering "what would you do in my shoes?" is not just about giving advice. It's about fostering her growth and empowering her to make her own decisions. By providing her with different perspectives, asking insightful questions, and offering your support and encouragement, you can help her develop her own problem-solving skills and gain confidence in her ability to navigate life's challenges. This is a valuable gift that you can offer her as a partner, and it will strengthen your bond and create a relationship built on mutual respect and support. Sign 5. I feel like you get me. Acknowledging a deep and profound connection. This statement is a powerful affirmation of a deep and meaningful connection. It goes beyond superficial compatibility and acknowledges a level of understanding that transcends words. As the transcript notes, when a woman says this, she's not merely talking about surface-level compatibility. She's acknowledging that you've touched her in a place that few others have reached. The psychological significance of this phrase lies in the innate human desire to be seen, understood, and accepted for who we truly are. We all long to connect with others on a deep and meaningful level, to find someone who gets us without the need for constant explanation or justification. When a woman says, "I feel like you get me," she's expressing a profound sense of relief and validation. She is acknowledging that you have seen past the surface and have connected with her on a deeper, more authentic level. Beyond words, recognizing the unspoken connection. This feeling of being understood often goes hand in hand with emotional intimacy. You are no longer a distant figure in her life. You are a significant presence, someone whose every word and gesture she reads with clarity. As the transcript notes, you are no longer a distant figure in her life. You are a significant presence, someone whose every word and gesture she reads with clarity. Your ability to understand her beyond the mask she presents to the world is a hallmark of a deepening emotional connection. You have tapped into her inner world, her hopes, her fears, her dreams, and her vulnerabilities. You have seen her for who she truly is, and you have accepted her without judgment. The hallmarks of getting someone: empathy and active listening. What does it mean to get someone? It means being able to understand their perspective, to empathize with their emotions, and to anticipate their needs. It means being able to communicate with them on a deep and meaningful level, without the need for constant explanation or justification. It requires active listening, paying attention not only to the words they are saying, but also to the emotions they are conveying. It requires empathy, putting yourself in their shoes and trying to understand their experiences from their perspective. It also requires a willingness to be vulnerable and to share your own thoughts and feelings. By opening up to her, you create a space for her to do the same, fostering a deeper sense of connection and mutual understanding. Nurturing the connection, continued vulnerability, and open communication. Hearing, "I feel like you get me," is a wonderful affirmation, but it's also a responsibility. It means that you have established a deep and meaningful connection, and it's important to nurture that connection by continuing to be vulnerable, open, and honest. Continue to create opportunities for her to share her thoughts and feelings. Be an active listener, offering empathy and support without judgment. Share your own experiences and vulnerabilities, allowing her to see you for who you truly are. This will create a sense of equality and reciprocity in the relationship, further strengthening your connection. Practice open and honest communication, expressing your needs and concerns in a respectful and constructive manner. This will help you resolve conflicts and navigate challenges together, strengthening your bond and building a relationship based on trust and mutual understanding. The power of shared experiences, creating lasting memories. Shared experiences can also play a crucial role in nurturing the connection. Engage in activities that you both enjoy, creating lasting memories that you can cherish together. These experiences don't have to be extravagant or expensive. They can be as simple as taking a walk in the park, cooking a meal together, or watching a movie. The key is to create shared moments that allow you to connect on a deeper level and to build a shared history. These shared experiences will not only strengthen your bond, but will also provide you with a reservoir of memories that you can draw upon in the future, reminding you of the deep and meaningful connection that you share. The depth of understanding, a foundation for long-term happiness. Ultimately, the feeling of being understood is a cornerstone of a happy and fulfilling relationship. When you feel like someone truly gets you, you feel accepted, validated, and loved for who you are. This creates a sense of security and stability in the relationship, allowing you to navigate challenges together and to grow as individuals and as a couple. Hearing, "I feel like you get me," is a powerful affirmation that you have created this kind of connection. It's a testament to your ability to listen, empathize, and connect on a deep and meaningful level. By continuing to nurture this connection, you can build a relationship that is strong, resilient, and deeply fulfilling. Sign 6. I can't imagine my life without you. Declaring emotional attachment and dependency. This phrase is a profound declaration of emotional attachment and dependency. It goes beyond simple affection and acknowledges that your presence has become integral to her life and her sense of well-being. As the transcript notes, when a woman expresses this to you, it's not merely a statement of affection. It's an acknowledgement of emotional attachment and dependency. The psychological significance of this statement lies in the concept of emotional bonding, as described by attachment theory. Humans are wired to form deep emotional bonds with significant others, and these bonds shape how they experience the world. When a woman says, "I can't imagine my life without you," she is revealing that the emotional connection between you is no longer just a passing attraction. She is indicating that you have become a key part of her life narrative, someone whose presence she cannot easily imagine being absent from. Beyond affection, recognizing the depth of attachment. This statement is a testament to the depth of the emotional investment she has in you. It's not just about the small, everyday moments, though they are important. It's about her mental and emotional framework. In her mind, your absence would create a profound gap. She is essentially saying that you have become an indispensable part of her life, a source of comfort, support, and happiness. She relies on your presence, your love, and your companionship to navigate the challenges of life and to find meaning and purpose in her experiences. The weight of expectation, a glimpse into the future. This statement also carries with it the weight of expectation. She is silently asking for a future together, one where your lives are entwined, inseparable, and shared. As the transcript notes, she is silently asking for a future together, one where your lives are entwined, inseparable, and shared. By saying this, she is allowing you a glimpse into the emotional future she is imagining with you in it. She is showing you that she sees you as a long-term partner, someone with whom she wants to share her life, her dreams, and her future. Responding with authenticity. Acknowledging the importance of the statement. Responding to this statement requires authenticity and sincerity. Acknowledge the importance of the statement and express your own feelings in a way that is genuine and heartfelt. Let her know that you feel the same way and that you can't imagine your life without her either. Share your own vision of the future and let her know that you see her as an integral part of that future. Be honest about your feelings and avoid making promises that you can't keep. It's important to be realistic about the challenges that lie ahead and to acknowledge that relationships require work and commitment. However, it's also important to express your love and commitment and to let her know that you are willing to put in the effort to make the relationship work. Building a shared future. commitment, and shared dreams. Hearing, "I can't imagine my life without you," is a powerful sign that you have the opportunity to build a shared future together. This requires commitment, open communication, and a willingness to compromise and grow together. Start by discussing your shared dreams and goals. What do you want to achieve together? Where do you see yourselves in 5 years, 10 years, or 20 years? Identify any potential challenges that you may face and discuss how you will navigate those challenges together. It's important to be realistic about the challenges that lie ahead and to have a plan for addressing them. Commit to open and honest communication, creating a space where you can both express your needs and concerns without fear of judgment. This will help you resolve conflicts and navigate challenges together, strengthening your bond and building a relationship based on trust and mutual understanding. The power of vulnerability, embracing the depth of connection. Ultimately, hearing, "I can't imagine my life without you," is an invitation to embrace the depth of connection and to build a life together based on love, trust, and mutual respect. It's a powerful affirmation that you have found someone special, someone who sees you for who you truly are and who loves you unconditionally. By responding with authenticity, committing to a shared future, and embracing the power of vulnerability, you can create a relationship that is strong, resilient, and deeply fulfilling. Sign 7. I want to make you proud, seeking validation and demonstrating commitment. This phrase might not be the first one that comes to mind when thinking about romantic affection, but it's an incredibly powerful indicator of her growing emotional investment. As the transcript notes, to understand this fully, we need to look at it through the lens of self-worth and validation. Women, like all people, seek validation in their relationships, especially in romantic ones. When a woman expresses the desire to make you proud, it reveals a deeper level of respect and admiration. The psychological significance of this phrase lies in the intrinsic motivation to meet your standards, because to her those standards reflect the value she places in herself as a partner. She wants to be seen as worthy in your eyes, and she believes that by meeting your expectations, she can achieve that validation. Beyond approval, demonstrating respect and admiration. This phrase isn't simply about performing tasks or doing things to gain approval. It goes much deeper than that. On a psychological level, it speaks to her intrinsic motivation to meet your standards, because to her those standards reflect the value she places in herself as a partner. She respects your judgment, your values, and your accomplishments. She wants to be someone you admire, someone you are proud to be with. The subtleties of commitment. Investing in a relationship success. This is a subtle yet profound way of showing that she is committed to being the best version of herself for you. Not because she has to, but because she wants to. She is invested in the success of the relationship and is willing to put in the effort to meet your needs and expectations. Responding with appreciation, acknowledging her efforts and values. When responding to this phrase, it's important to express your appreciation for her efforts and to acknowledge the value she is demonstrating. Let her know that you appreciate her commitment to the relationship and that you value her efforts to make you proud. Be specific about what you admire about her and what makes you proud to be with her. Highlight her strengths, her accomplishments, and her positive qualities. Show her that you see her efforts and that you appreciate the values she is bringing to the relationship. This will reinforce her motivation to continue striving to be the best version of herself for you. Setting realistic expectations. Balancing encouragement and pressure. It's also important to set realistic expectations and to avoid putting too much pressure on her. Let her know that you don't expect her to be perfect and that you appreciate her efforts, even if she doesn't always meet your expectations. Focus on encouraging her growth and supporting her efforts to improve. Avoid criticizing her or comparing her to others. Instead, focus on celebrating her successes and offering her encouragement when she faces challenges. The goal is to create a supportive and encouraging environment where she feels safe to strive to be the best version of herself without feeling overwhelmed by pressure or expectations. Leading by example, demonstrating your own commitment. One of the best ways to respond to "I want to make you proud" is to lead by example. Demonstrate your own commitment to the relationship and your own willingness to strive to be the best version of yourself for her. Show her that you're also invested in the success of the relationship and that you are willing to put in the effort to meet her needs and expectations. Strive to be a positive influence in her life, encouraging her growth, supporting her goals, and demonstrating the values that you admire. By leading by example, you can create a dynamic of mutual respect and admiration, where both of you are striving to be the best versions of yourself for each other. The power of mutual admiration, building a lasting foundation. Ultimately, the desire to make each other proud is a powerful foundation for a lasting and fulfilling relationship. It creates a dynamic of mutual respect, admiration, and support, where both of you are striving to be the best versions of yourselves for each other. This creates a strong bond, a shared sense of purpose, and a commitment to building a life together based on shared values and mutual admiration. By responding with appreciation, setting realistic expectations, and leading by example, you can nurture this dynamic and create a relationship that is strong, resilient, and deeply fulfilling. Beyond the phrases, the importance of action and consistency. While understanding these 7 phrases can provide valuable insight into a woman's developing feelings, it's crucial to remember that words alone are not enough. They are merely reflections of the emotions bubbling beneath the surface. As the transcript notes, these 7 signs are not mere phrases. They are windows into the emotional world of a woman who is beginning to fall for you. Each one represents a deeper level of connection, a connection built on trust, admiration, and the kind of emotional resonance that makes relationships thrive. Actions, consistency, and genuine care are essential for solidifying a connection and building a lasting relationship. It is vital to look at the overall picture of how she behaves and acts toward you in various situations. Look at how she treats you not only when you're both alone, but how she acts when around family, friends, or coworkers. The language of action, showing, not just telling. Actions speak louder than words. Consistent actions that align with her words will prove the integrity of her emotions toward you. Demonstrate your commitment to the relationship through your actions, showing her that you are reliable, trustworthy, and genuinely invested in her well-being. Be consistent in your communication, making an effort to stay in touch and to let her know that you're thinking about her. Be present and engaged when you are with her, listening attentively to what she has to say and showing genuine interest in her thoughts and feelings. Be supportive of her goals and dreams, offering her encouragement and helping her to achieve her aspirations. Be reliable and trustworthy, keeping your promises and following through on your commitments. These actions will demonstrate your commitment to the relationship and will show her that you are serious about building a lasting connection. The importance of consistency, building trust and security. Consistency is key to building trust and security in a relationship. Be consistent in your words and actions, showing her that she can rely on you to be there for her, no matter what. Avoid sending mixed signals or being inconsistent in your behavior. This can create confusion and anxiety, undermining her trust and making her feel insecure about the relationship. Be consistent in your communication, making an effort to stay in touch and to let her know that you are thinking about her. Be consistent in your actions, following through on your promises and showing her that you are reliable and trustworthy. By being consistent in your words and actions, you can create a sense of safety and security in the relationship, allowing her to feel comfortable opening up to you and investing her emotions. Genuine care, the foundation of a lasting relationship. Ultimately, genuine care is the foundation of a lasting relationship. Show her that you care about her well-being, her happiness, and her success. Be attentive to her needs, anticipating her desires, and offering her support when she needs it. Be empathetic to her emotions, understanding her feelings, and offering her comfort when she is struggling. Be supportive of her goals and dreams, encouraging her to pursue her passions and helping her to achieve her aspirations. By showing genuine care, you can create a relationship built on love, trust, and mutual respect, a relationship that will withstand the challenges of life and provide a lasting source of happiness and fulfillment. Putting it all together, a holistic approach to understanding. Understanding a woman's feelings is not about isolating these phrases, but about considering them within the broader context of her behavior, her actions, and the overall dynamic of your relationship. Consider her body language, her tone of voice, and her overall demeanor when she expresses these phrases. Are her actions consistent with her words? Does she seem genuinely engaged and invested in the relationship? Pay attention to the little things, the small gestures of affection and care that can reveal her true feelings. By taking a holistic approach, you can gain a more accurate and nuanced understanding of her feelings and build a relationship based on genuine understanding and mutual respect. In conclusion, understanding the subtle cues a woman offers through her words is an art that requires attention, empathy, and a willingness to look beyond the surface. The 7 phrases discussed in this essay. I've never told anyone this before. I feel so comfortable around you. Do you think about me? What would you do in my shoes? I feel like you get me. I can't imagine my life without you. And I want to make you proud. Are valuable windows into her developing emotions.